before it became clear that her boyfriend.
One human being, not just to his partner, but to the police officer.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another convention haul video from Houston Horror Film Festival. Before I jump into this haul, as you can see, it's quite a bit of stuff. I do want to give a special shout out, thank you to my lovely Muddy Cold patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to become a Muddy Cold patron, you can hit that link in the description below. I put extra videos, schedules of when I'm going to be posting stuff here on the channel and on the blog, as well as stuff I'll be live streaming. You can request stuff for me to review and also to show on Discord, and other little perks that I add on there. It's quite a lot. You can go check that out. Also, if you haven't done so already, you can also support me by hitting that little subscribe button down below. Make that red button turn into a gray button, assuming it's still gonna be gray. And then you'll see when I post videos here on the channel, because I know it's been a little bit inconsistent, but hopefully I can have more consistent content coming in the future. We shall see. I hope. Crossing my fingers here. So, if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that if you ever meet me, you hang out with me or whatever, I'm obviously not a minimalist, like at all. I'm definitely guilty of being part of this, you know, capitalism cog, being a full, like, maximalist. I love collecting things. The sad thing is that my enjoyment of stuff, it is a broad range of nerd nonsense, so I don't stick into one lane, which is unfortunate for my wallet. So, anime collector, movie collector, music hoarder, lover of K-pop, J-rock, just all of it. So, if you're hanging out with me and you're expecting me to stop you from making bad financial decisions at a convention, I will not be that helpful. Kidding. Unnecessary stuff that'll make you happy, I probably won't stop you unless I know a better place for you to get it and cheaper. So, I'm all about deals, yes. But as far as boosting your serotonin with unnecessary junk like Funko Pops and plushies and K-pop CDs, yeah, that's a thing that I'm not going to stop you from getting. So, got a lot to get through, and we will. Some of this will be blurred because I try my hardest to hide my true identity. So, I'm going to start off with this small stack I have over here on my left. I'm going to try to like cover up my name. So I met a lot of celebrities. They were amazing, super nice people. Special shout outs to John Abrahams, Kathy Moriarty, Leanne, I forgot your last name, I'm so sorry, and James Duvall. Y'all really, oh, and Millie Shapiro, and, oh god, Mr. Hargrove, I forgot your first name, sorry, I'm really awful with names, so it's not just you, I'm just bad with names, so I feel really bad when I go to conventions, like these kinds of things to meet celebrities, and I'm just like, that person, their name is this, and then I have to put like a little correction editor note thingy because I forgot their name because, ugh. And also, once again, a name that I forgot, the actor who plays Officer Doofy in Scary Movie, that guy. Actually just all the celebrities that I met, you guys really made my day. And also the new people that I made friends with, shout outs to you, you know who you are, James, Freddie, Darius, the people I've met at the Icon for Hire concert, Brandon, and I think their name is Luna, and old friends that I've met, I didn't really meet a lot of old friends, but a couple of them are Charles. What's up, guys? And anyone else that I happen to meet and talk to for a little bit, thank you for chatting with me and trying to like keep me company and stuff, even though I'm used to being, you know, lone wolf. That's just me. But anyway, mostly shout outs to those celebrities. Like, y'all really made my day, and I loved interacting and talking with you. I hope I wasn't like too boring, or I don't know. You know, you tend to get like a little bit insecure, but y'all really made my day, and I have a lot of movies that I'm looking forward to checking out that either they star in or they recommend it to me, because I'm always open for recommendation, even though I am, as I said, Prince of the Backlog. So I always will have content here, but enough rambling. So one of the first, well, maybe not first autographs I got, but it was in the first vendor's room that I was at. I should have the vlog for Houston Horror Film Festival up first before this video, and I'm sorry for my bad vlogging skills, a little rusty. I believe I did mention that I have been to this venue before, and it's been since 2009 of OniCon since I've been here, and I'm sure you can find actually the old videos from the same venue that I have posted. I might throw a card up and you can watch one of them. It's nothing interesting. It's before I was doing vlogs at conventions and stuff, but Ducky and I, who did, you know, the Ducky Miko show for a short period of time, I know I'm still haven't posted any of the old footage back on here or elsewhere, Dailymotion, Vimeo, or whatever. We were interviewing fans of Bourne there. Very good memories. Also, not the best venue for OniCon, like, at all, but I do remember so much that happened at that hotel in 2009, surprisingly. So that was what, 22 years, is it 22 years ago? That doesn't sound right. No, because we're in 2022. That's silly. Math. Is that 13 years? That doesn't sound right. I guess it is 13 years. Yeah, that does sound right. So yeah, 2009. There you go. More than 10 years ago. Anyway, so one of the vendors' rooms, both vendors' rooms had, of course, vendors and then the celebrities, so they were all split up. So vendor room number 1, her line, or I think they're going, I guess it's, I don't know if it's gender neutral or femme, so I'm just gonna go with they. Forgot the pronouns are for Millie, so I'm just gonna go with gender neutral. I do want to always respect people's pronouns. So their line was a little bit long when I first got there. It wasn't like a lot of people, it was just maybe like 4 or 5 people. Granted, this was the very first day, first hour of opening, so of course most people were getting like their bracelets to get in and stuff, so of course it wasn't going to be a lot. But my goal was going in was to try to get as many autographs as possible, so I wouldn't have to wait in a lot of lines. And one thing that I can say is I really, in comparison to Texas Frightmare, I do like that I can get in, get out, and also, you know, chit chat with the celebs and like not feel like, and not be like in a line for like an hour to 3 hours or so. I also like their film schedule, that you are able to see every single movie. Unfortunately, I was only able to watch one movie, and that was from the very first day, Scream Legacy, which I will make a video for. And I'm glad I got to see it and that they were showing it at Houston Horror Film Festival, because I believe they also showed it at Texas Frightmare, but I was unable to see it because autographs, most likely. The other movies, which are listed in the program, which I'll show because I know it's in one of these bags, I will look them up and watch them and review them. I was planning on trying to see at least most of the feature-length ones, and then maybe catch the shorts like later. But I will definitely want to like watch them and review them, of course, because they deserve, you know, some promo and stuff, even though I'm a small, or that's really not it. I'm a tiny YouTube channel, but you know, anything goes. You never know. You'll be helping them out, and I'm all for, you know, promoting creators as a creator myself. So, anyway, I do like Houston Horror Film Festival. I am looking forward to like going back another year. Maybe I'll apply for press, but I just really enjoyed how casual and easy that the convention was like compared to Frightmare, which feels a little bit more stressful in my opinion because you're trying to hit these big celebs, but they have like super long lines. Not that there were not big celebs here at this film festival, because there were, and I did see some lines that did get a bit long. Most of them were for a lot of the Halloween cast members, and Kathy Moriarty had a lot of people as well. Also, Felissa Rose had a lot of people. Amanda Beers from Fright Night and Married with Children, she had quite a bit of people. So there were celebrities that had long lines, but it didn't feel like you would be standing in that line for hours. That's all I have to say. And yeah, just perusing through the whole venue, going through the vendors and stuff, I do like that we were like able to breathe, that I could like stand there and actually look and not feel like I'm going to be like moved to a whole nother location because the place is so packed. I know I've expressed it many a times in Frightmare vlogs and videos that I wish they would be like moved to a bigger venue than they are, because they're just way too big for where they're at. And I know there's plenty of venues in the DFW area that they could be at, because I've been to A-Con many a times when they have moved locations several times because they outgrew its location. So, enough rambling. I'm sorry about that, but I did want to like talk about the convention since it was my first time going to Houston Horror, and just wanted to say I really enjoyed it and I look forward to going again for sure, and maybe I'll check out their pop-up event and stuff, but it's hard for me because a lot of the time I do work weekends and I don't really get Saturdays off. I really have to like request them, so that's the only problem. I've missed out on their pop-up stuff. And I also learned that Houston Horror Film Festival has been around a lot longer than I thought. They've just mostly done a lot of like pop-up events, not like we got these celebrities here and we booked an area and you can go visit. Like, I feel like that's kind of newish, but I could be wrong. So, one of the first autographs that I got was from the lovely Millie Shapiro. I got my Hereditary Blu-ray autographed. I'm covering my name. So, I know I don't really normally show these kinds of things at in my like Frightmare hauls or anything, but I just figured before I like put them up and stuff, because I'm in the process of cleaning too, I might as well show it off. But yes, I got my Hereditary Blu-ray signed. I had to like open it because it was still wrapped up, and of course anticipate this being part of an unwrapped review at some point, because I have not watched it since I bought it, but I have seen this in the theater and it was really fantastic, and I look forward to talking about it. I feel bad that I have like really slacked off on doing more after theater reviews. I really should do more of those, but I did get the sign, so hopefully one day I can fill this with like more signatures at some point. The other movie that I also had to break out of its plastic, which was my Final Destination collection. It has all 5 discs in here. I opened it and I thought the packaging was really odd. Instead of having like, you know, like a catalog that you can like flip through, they just stacked all the discs. I don't know if you can see it, but they just stacked all 3 discs on top of each other, which is just interesting. But I got one of the stunt people, I believe that's what he said that he did, is the stunts in Final Destination. He signed this. I did not know that one of the actors that was in Final Destination, I believe was the first one, was at Frightmare, and I could have brought this to get it signed, but I was literally in Dallas, so it's not like I could go home and grab it and come back. That wasn't an option. So maybe next time he'll be at another convention, I believe it's Devon Seawall, and I'll get his autograph and add it onto here. Of course, I'll do an unwrapped review of this. That's without saying, because I have not watched it. I had to bust out the plastic to get it signed. But I have seen all 5 of these movies, so it's not like it's going to be the first time I've seen Final Destination. So I'm just looking forward to like rewatching it and like reliving those moments of seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I actually put a picture of this in my last couple like Frightmare haul videos or not. I know I took a picture of this for a friend who was wondering like what autographs I have from like actors, mostly the horror actors. So you would think this would have taken me years, but it only took me like 2 Frightmares and then this year. And I realized one of the people on here actually signed my case twice, which is fine because they signed it right next to their own signature. So it has like my name, XOXO, you rock, and their character name with their signature, and then they wrote it again, XOXO, Tracy, with their signature in silver right next to each other. But by the way, this is what I was talking about, the packaging, because this like has all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets, excluding like the remake, but it also has Freddy versus Jason in here. Another unwrapped review choice. But anyway, this is probably like my pride and joy collection of autographs that I have gotten at these 3 different conventions. Okay, I'm going to try to hold this as steady as possible so it's easy for me to edit the blur on my name, because I'm still learning how to do blur tracking. So here we go, all my lovely Nightmare on Elm Street signatures. So I have a ton of them, and so this particular convention I got 3 more, and I'll put their names off to the side so you can see who I got. So they have now been added on here. I will try my best to, like, maybe I should just make a list of all the celebrities that I got so I don't repeat, because I have, like I said, really bad names. But there you go. That is actually, oh no, she's on here 3 times. I just realized that. I have Tracy's signature on here, or that's her character's name, on here 3 times. She's on the front cover, and she's on the back cover like twice. That's funny. Oh well, I mean, it's not a big deal at all. I just think that's, so here's the program for the convention. There you go. Very thin, very simple, and it had like the panel schedule, the guest, one of the guests that I was really looking forward to, Rachel True. She dropped out at the last minute, which sucks. Here's all the films that they, with a bit of the panels interspliced into the schedule. And then they also had a Talk Scary to Me live event that I believe was extra, or part of the VIP, I'm not sure, and of course sponsors. So that's that. So I'll go back and put who I bought stuff from if their cards are not in the bag. But let's see, here's my badge, or my bracelet from the convention, because they also do bracelets. So some of you might know I really love jerseys, and I saw these and I really wanted them, even though I don't need more clothing items. But I got a Scream Ghostface jersey. It says, let's see, it says Scream on the front, yeah, and on the side, yeah, and then it has like Ghostface on it, and then on the back, that's just Scream and Ghostface's face on the back. And then the first one I saw was this one, which was the Nightmare on Elm Street jersey. And then there's the back with the year and Kruger of when it came out. So I'm looking forward to wearing these while it's still nice and warm. They also gave me like this light up ring, like that stretches, and like this light up bracelet that I could have worn at the 80s after party, but I was just rushing, so didn't get around to doing that. Of course I had to buy movies because I have no self-control and I need movies. Got some stickers. I think this is the name of the people I bought the movies from. I think it's Sakuga Press. I think that's what it is, because I got a sticker. I think this is Bulma from Dragon Ball. I am not a Dragon Ball fan, but... And I got like a sticker for gas. I'm not going to show it because it's a QR code. I might want to use it. I also have this is from a artist that I wanted to buy prints from so badly, but I do not have the wall space. I don't know if I haven't done a room tour in a very long time. Maybe I should do an updated one. I love her art so much. Her name is Batty Juice. That's her card. So if you want to check out her art, you can. Apparently she's on Instagram and TikTok, and she's also on battyjuice.com. But yes, I don't have any art pieces, but I can throw up a video of some of things that were at her booth, and that's what's playing off to the side, hopefully. And I got a lot of QR codes for Sakuga Press, and also Alternate Ending. Oh, and then I have a flyer here for, let's see, Houston's, this is for Misfit Toys, which that's where some of the people that I made friends with are from, who work at Misfit Toys. I've heard of them through a friend, Charles, who took me to Frightmare for the first time. So they had some really cool stuff at their booth. I didn't buy anything, but they had some cool stuff at their booth. So I bought 3 movies from this vendor. One is One Cut of the Dead. I heard about this movie through Nightmare Maven. Maybe if I have room, I'll throw a card up of her review of it, and it sounded up my alley. I thought about not getting it, but the guy mentioned that it was really good, and I told him I heard it was pretty good. So I'm like, you know what, let me blind buy it. Hopefully I enjoy it as well. It sounded really good, and I enjoyed watching Nightmare Maven's review, so shout outs to her. So, of course, I think I already mentioned, yeah, these will definitely be in, like, the Unwrapped review series. The other one is a movie I watched from work that I did really enjoy, and occasionally I've put on display as a recommendation, which is the Korean horror movie, Mamamon Monsters. I like this movie, it's pretty good. In short, I won't go into too much detail because I will be rewatching it and do an unwrapped review of it, of course. Maybe maybe I'll do a quick review of it or something like that, but definitely I will be doing an unwrapped review of this movie. The other one is Funny Games, the remake, the American remake, directed by the person who did the original Funny Games. I actually have a downloaded copy. I don't remember even where I downloaded it, but I've watched it at least 2 or 3 times. I've also watched the original once. They're both really good. I enjoyed both versions of it. I bought this one even though I remember watching it and it pissing me off every time I've watched it and shown it to friends, and they were really pissed off too. It's just this one certain scene. This movie has also made me groan every time I had to look at Michael Pitt in other movies, but I think that slowly that feeling is starting to like wear off, because I know I felt like that the first time I watched Hedwig and the Angry Inch and he's in it, and I'm just like, oh, it's this douchebag. But it's just his character in the movie, not actually him. But I didn't buy this from that vendor, but I did buy it from John Abraham's Table, sorry, because I sadly don't have this movie, and I really like this movie that he's in. I'm gonna, let's see if I can cover my name. It's in 2 spaces. Let's see, I'll do it this way. Weird hold up. This is a Scary Movie, the very first Scary Movie. I got it signed by John Abrams and the lovely and talented actor who played Officer Doofy, so that's what he wrote on there. Because, yeah, I feel bad. I don't have the first Scary Movie. I liked number 1, I like number 2. I believe I've seen number 3 and maybe 4. I don't know. I know I haven't seen all of them. I don't think I'm planning on seeing them all, but I do remember seeing the first Scary Movie in theater with, like, my mom, and I remember there's, like, a certain scene she covered my eyes, because I was too young to see it in the theater, obviously. And I think I later saw, like, what she was covering my eyes from later in life. He also signed, they both also signed the disc, because why not? I'm just gonna, so Mr. Abrams, he signed the disc, and he thought about crossing out Scary Movie and writing The Faculty, because a lot of people were complaining about him not having Faculty merch, and I was telling him the same thing, and I don't own The Faculty, but I wouldn't mind adding it to my collection, because it's a really good movie, and I've seen it a bunch of times. I feel like it's underrated. So this lovely gent said, oh, well, if he did it, I want to do it too, so he wrote his name on there as well. So maybe one day I'll meet the other people from Scary Movie, but I doubt it, because a lot of them are like big time A-list, B-list celebrities or whatever. But looking forward to rewatching the Scary Movie. It's been way too long. So that's everything that was in this bag here. We're gonna move on to this bag here, where I got some Funko Pops, things that I don't need. I don't think, yeah, the Fender card is not in here, but I think I do have a card from them, so maybe I'll put that on there. First one is Nancy from the Craft. I did not know they made Craft Funko Pops. I have no idea where I'm putting any of these Funko Pops whatsoever, but they do have all 4 the Craft ones. But this was the first one that I bought, was Nancy, because why not? She's a cool girl. I can't wait to like display this with the movie, because I did buy the movie while I was here, while I was there, spoilers, and then I can, like, you know, put them together. That'd be a nice little display, right? So I have Nancy, so that's one. Then I got Audrey 2. I'm just covering up price tags. This was actually quite heavy. Yeah, so here's Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, one of my favorite musicals. You can totally check out my own rap review of it. They have other Little Shop of Horror Funkos, of course. There's Baby Audrey 2, Seymour, Audrey, and Oren. And that's all of them. The most expensive Funko I got there, and I don't care that I got it, which is Monokuma from Danganronpa 3. I know I already have a plushie of Monokuma, but I cannot, you know, deny this beautiful, this cute, devilish face, because I love me some Monokuma. Yeah, those are the Funkos that I got at that particular vendor. So this bag has a lot of autographs and stuff. There might be a few movies and whatnot, so this poster's unrelated, but like I said, I did go to a concert beforehand. I went to go see Icon for Hire, and I had VIP, so I got a poster from Icon for Hire, and they're signed by both Sean and Ariel, so they are still super nice, super awesome. The concert was great. Can't wait to talk about it in further detail. Hopefully not too much later. I also happened to find this at one of the vendor tables. I don't remember which vendor it was, but it is the remake of Rabid by the Soska sisters. I saw this at Screamfest 2019, and I'm looking forward to rewatching it, especially in a more awake state, and rewatching the remake, because I did watch the remake at some point off of Hoopla, I believe, but I don't remember too much, and I just want to rewatch it and for a better comparison once I get to the point of watching Rabid again. So I did meet one of the actresses, and I was so happy to find this copy of it because I haven't watched any of the other movies that she's in, but it's like on my to watch list because she's in a lot of, I guess, classic, maybe cult classic type movies like Shiver and Schism and stuff. So yeah, so looking forward to checking this movie out again. But yes, she signed it, and she also choked me. I guess that's in the movie or something. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember a lot about this movie other than I really liked it, and I wish I was more conscious to like while I was watching it. And I also got this limited edition poster print at the visual effects artist for Nightmare on Elm Street and Society and The Blob, 1998, 1988, 19-something with 8s. And he signed it too. He was telling me his plans for this print of remaking it and making it more like glow in the dark or blacklight friendly, which sounds super cool. So I can't wait to like frame this and hang it up somewhere once I have wall space once again. But thank you so much. He was a very cool guy. Hopefully I can throw up his picture there, but he is also on the list of people that signed my cover. Now I have like a stack of prints and stuff that I bought, so once again I'm going to try to block out my name. So I met, I think it's Don Joss, I think that's his name, the bus driver from Hocus Pocus. So now I've met 2 people from Hocus Pocus, him and Doug Jones. Super cool guy, very nice, very gentlemanly. I love his accent. It's kind of like a New Yorkie accent. Maybe I'm wrong on my accents. Then there's the beautiful, talented, charismatic Jimmy Duvall from Independence Day, or as a lot of people know him from Donnie Darko, which I'm actually now, after going to this convention, I'm tempted to rewatch Donnie Darko because honestly, unpopular opinion, didn't quite like Donnie Darko. I did not understand the hype, but I'm willing to rewatch it again and maybe form a different opinion. Who knows? We'll see. Then I met Amanda Beers from Married with Children and Fright Night. I told her this was the perfect print to marriage my present and my past because I grew up with Married with Children. I watched it as a kid, preteen, teen. Every now and then I'll catch reruns as an adult. And Fright Night is a movie I recently saw this year, along with the remake. So it was pretty awesome to see her. She was like a last minute guest along with this lovely gentleman, William Ragsdale, who was the main character in Fright Night. So there you go. So I got his signature and picture as well. Then I was planning on doing 2 pro photo ops. I was planning on doing Mila Shapiro and Rachel True, but as I mentioned before, Rachel True could not make it because of filming conflicts, so hopefully she's a guest next year because I would love to meet her and maybe collect all of the members from the craft one day signature. But because I met him in person and he was so cool and awesome, I got a picture with John Abrahams. Super cool, nice guy. I wish I took my mask off, but that's okay. I thought it works. We both had our cool jackets on that day. I also kept my promise and got a pro shot with Millie Shapiro from Hereditary. I cannot wait to see them in future projects, whether they're horror or not. They're very talented. And then I have another autographed print from Kathy Moriarty, who is in Casper, which is what I got. There's another person I was kind of sad that she didn't have anything from, but I'm a Cheerleader, which I watched in film school while I was in college, and I really enjoyed it. Last but not least is, oh god, I can't read his first name, and I'm really bad with names, like I said. Mr. Hargrove, the Sherman Fields from Candyman, I got his signature. He was the first person I got an autograph from over the weekend. So, pretty awesome guy. I don't know if you're watching or I'll tag you or whatever, but hello again. Then there's some more movies in here. So let me, since Mr. James Duvall mentioned this movie that I need to see it, and now I've added it into my friend recommendations. I know he's not an actual friend, but it seems like a good place to put it, along with one of the Lone Star Hero or Lone Star Comics employees. He also recommended a movie. I put it in there. But this was one that James Duvall recommended, and I told him about my Unwrapped series and that I would tag him when I do it, which is Sushi Girl. He said it was one of his favorite movies to work on, and I found it there at the vendor, which made me super, super happy, and he wrote on it, and yeah, he's celeb crush over here. But yes, I was so happy to find this movie in the vendor's room. Made my day. I am sad that I hesitated on buying SLC Punk, because that was there. There were it was at the same vendor I got those first 3 movies from. He had about 2 or 3 copies, and somebody bought all of them, and he realized why they were buying them, because one of the characters was there. But I've heard that movie so much when Matthew Lillard was a guest at Frightmare for the 2 years that I went. And I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it, and then I haven't gotten around to it. So one day I will own it and get it signed by both of them. So almost done with the haul. So going back into the same bag. I've already mentioned that I did buy The Craft, because sadly I don't have this movie, even though I've seen it a gajillion times. But now I have The Craft, so hopefully one day I will meet all 4 of these lovely ladies, Nev Campbell for a second time, and get her to sign my Craft copy. I have her signature on my Scream DVD, along with Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy, and Matthew Lillard. So another one that I bought from the Lone Star Hero, I don't know why I keep calling him Lone Star Comics. I did buy Tales from the Hood. For those who were around when I was streaming on Rabbit, this was a movie I streamed because I wanted to watch Tales from the Hood 2, because it was the newest one. And I wanted to rewatch the first one because I remember watching the first one as a kid. And if you've seen this, don't recommend it for a kid at all. This is rated R. It came on late night on HBO every now and then, and yeah, I shouldn't have watched this, but it left scars, emotional scars, and I just wanted to see if it still held that same weight and kind of fear that I felt, that scariness that I felt as an adult. Granted, I streamed, like I said, this was on Rabbit. That doesn't exist anymore, but it still is a bit scary, and it's even scarier because a lot of the stuff that it tackles commentary-wise is still happening to this day. They did have number 2. They didn't have number 3, because I know there are 3, because I remember recording it on DVR and watching it and thinking number 3's fine. Number 2's okay too. It just, I don't know, it hits differently than number 1. Number 1 just really digs into your soul and brain, and it just stays there. And this has stayed on my mind for a very long time. So I don't know if I will ever get the other 2. I don't know, maybe if they put it in a trilogy box set or something, if that doesn't already exist, maybe I'll buy it that way. But yeah, I haven't watched number 2 and number 3 in a very long time since that Rabbit live stream, so maybe I'll revisit it after I rewatch number 1 and do an Unwrapped review, and maybe I'll do a quick little review of it or something on the blog, because I don't mind talking about it. Maybe I'll make it a full link since they're anthology stories, but I wouldn't mind doing a review of it, because I feel I need some spotlight. Oh, I do have one more thing. I forgot I put this off to the side. So I bought some jewelry from Winklehearts, sorry. I don't know why I want to call it Wrinklehearts. She put a bunch of cute little stickers on the box. This is all of the things that I got from her. Somebody bought the original necklace that I wanted to buy, but she does anime-inspired jewelry, which is really cool. And there was a purple necklace with like spirals that was inspired by Uzumaki, but somebody bought the necklace before I could. It was there on the very first day on Friday, and I looked at it and I was like, I will be back for this necklace. And then that Saturday it was gone. So I had my eye on another necklace, and I was just like, if this necklace is here, then I will get it on Sunday. So some items that I buy, I kind of just go with the whole, I'll let fate decide if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I don't feel guilty when I buy stuff from artists. That's one thing. But when I like see like all the email receipts and stuff that I get for like this stuff, like the DVDs, the Funko Pops, that's where I feel like a little bit guilty, but like I still feel happy. But anyway, so one of the pieces that was still there was the earrings that are inspired by Uzumaki. So the necklace had the same kind of beading work with the spiral and the purple, and you know how much I love purple. But yeah, so I bought the earrings, but I don't have the necklace. Unfortunately, she doesn't repeat styles or pieces from what she told me, but if ever she has the need to do another like Uzumaki purple inspired necklace that somewhat matches the earrings, I will definitely buy them, and I'm going to be following her on Instagram, but her name is Winklehearts with a Z. I don't know if I showed that in the box, but if you want to check out her, of course I'm going to be putting it on here on the screen. This piece, all these pieces I bought on the final day on Sunday, but this piece was one that she said that she made last night. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a cauldron with a little witch hat. It's also purple inspired necklace, and I thought it was really cute and pretty. Maybe I can mix and match with my Uzumaki inspired earrings because they have like a similar purple lavender theme to it, and it's still like black. Here is another piece that Winklehearts bought. It's red and white with hatchets. Apparently somebody else was looking at this piece and said that they would come back and get it, and I'm sorry, I got it before you did. So now that person ended up in the same position that I did with the Uzumaki purple necklace. But those are all the pieces I bought from Winklehearts. So thank you so much. I know we were just thanking each other back and forth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for buying. Thank you for making these. You are super, super talented, and your partner, also super talented dude with his artwork. Because they had some like anime artwork too. So that's everything that was in this bag. So we get to move on to one more bag, second to last bag. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the fan stuff, fan-made things, the Artist Alley type stuff, because I always love supporting Artist Alley stuff. Here is one piece. I got some sunglasses, because why not? These are hearts. Of course, they're like a purple pink shade. They had two other colors, so of course I had to get this one. Really like it. I don't own a lot of pairs of glasses, like sunglasses. I only have like 2 pairs, so now this is like my 3rd pair, and I always wanted some like weird shaped ones at some point, and I love the hearts and the drip, so there you go. That's those. Tend to get some things for like my coworkers and stuff, so I'll be putting pictures of like the other stuff I got from that same vendor. So this one is from Rebel Elements, Texas. So I got 4 pens from them. They were the very first purchase I got that very first day. So I have like a snake and a skull, and then this pen that says Final Girl. I don't know why I can't talk anymore. And then I got 2 other pens that I got for my coworkers, which will be on the screen right now. So you know I am a lover of pins and buttons. I don't have anywhere to really display them, but one day I will. But I do have a box to contain them, so they do have a home. I got this one from Shell Bunny, which I apparently have bought things from at an anime convention. I don't know which one, but here I got a 4x6" notepad with 50 sheets with a little axolotl witch, and I love like little notepads and stationeries and stuff, so I'm like, this is a practical, I don't know, gift to myself that I can use. I also bought this axolotl like button set, which is super cute. It was the first thing that I eyed, was these cute little axolotls. I also bought like a sticker, this the Yoda or the Child sticker, which is crossed over with Harry Potter for a coworker, and it also came with a little chocolate frog. His, what is it called? His group classification, Potter House, there we go. His house is Ravenclaw. I'm also Ravenclaw, for those who are big Harry Potter fans or really base themselves off of like Potter houses, off of personalities or something, like it's zodiacs or astrology or whatever. I'm a Ravenclaw, hello. Not because it's purple, but that's where it matched me, was a Ravenclaw. My second house is Slytherin, so interpret that how you want. I'm not a huge Harry Potter person, but I was just curious one day and took the test because we were hosting like a Harry Potter night at my job, and one of my friends who is a big Harry Potter fan pulled up the quiz for me to take. So yes, so Ravenclaw, second house Slytherin, so there you go. So anyway, I also got these stickers. It's just all the axolotls all together. They're just super cute. I can't turn down cute. I have a weakness for cute. I also got 2 acrylic keychains with more axolotls. I got the last little skeleton pumpkin axolotl, and then I got another little magical little axolotl keychain. So once again, don't have anywhere to like put said keychains, but I'll find a place for them. Maybe I'll add them to my keys. I probably should like add like maybe 2 or 3 more keychains to like my key fob to my car. I don't want to add too much on it and put weight on it, but yeah, so this is another vendor that I went to that had a lot of stuff. I think they're called Just Two Artists or something like that. But I bought a sticker of Calcifer and some ramen. Picture will be there. And then I got another keychain. I think it's the polar bear from We Bare Bears on Boba, as she told me that's what it is. And then I got a black cat with a pumpkin. I think she said it's her cat, so there you go. And then I got these other 3 keychains. One is a sandworm from Beetlejuice. Hopefully you can see that. I was wearing my Beetlejuice jewelry that day. Of course I got a Grutzko. And then on the back, she's all and then I got Jack Skellington and Zero. So I love acrylic keychains. They're pretty awesome. A lot of them are very good quality. And also, she's a super dope person. Okay, last but not least, this bag here, the big bag. That same vendor I got the jersey from, I got a Funko Pop from. Sorry, the bag's falling over. I really don't need Funko Pops. If you know me and you've seen my Funko Pop collection, I do not need any, especially if you watched my declutter figure unwrapping, whatever you want to call it, haul, I don't know, the declutter figure video, that one. And I showed off all of the Funko Pops that I don't have a place for, and they're in a bag right now. I bought a container to put them in for now, because I can't display them because I have no room. So these will be joining them, sadly. But I bought this one. I don't need any more Daryl Funkos, but I couldn't resist because the price was pretty good, and I feel like this is like a special one. So I think this will be my 5th Daryl, maybe? So I have 3 of the same one, his first one with the crossbow, and then I have one with him on a motorcycle that somebody got me. And now I have this one, this Daryl Dixon figure from The Walking Dead, where he's wearing his A shirt, that shirt when he got captured with Negan's people. I forgot the name. It's been too long, but I got that, and it's like the protector. It seems like it's been a little beat up, but it's fine. But I got this Daryl figure. I think I saw another Daryl figure. Looking on the back to see what I don't have. I don't have this particular Negan. Maybe I do. I know I have a Negan on my desk at work, and then I have a Negan here. I forgot I had 2 Negans for some reason. I do have Ezekiel. I do see him. I have Eugene, and I have Sasha. I am missing Richard. I think I actually met the actor who plays Richard, so I need to grab that, and maybe I'll see him again and get him to sign his Funko. This one I kind of bought somewhat on a whim, kind of not. I don't know. I just thought it was super cool seeing it. I heard one of Charles's friends talking about, like, oh, it's like kind of pricey, this Funko, but then I found it for a pretty reasonable price, and plus Mr. Hargrove was there, so I grabbed Sherman Field's Funko Pop. Obviously I'm covering my name, so this was pretty good price. This was from Zobi, I think that's how you call it, and they had the case, protective case, so I just snagged it. They have Candyman on the back and Candyman with Beast, and I think there's like a version of just the original Tony Todd Candyman that exists, because I did see it, but I did grab it. I need to buy the movie because I did like it, but I do need to like rewatch to make sure that I do want to buy it. I'm trying really hard to like limit my movie buying, because I have so many movies that I need to like unwrap and stuff. This one also had a protective case. At first, I thought I would not get to have this one, because the first one I saw, there were 2 of them, was one that was signed by the incredible talented Nev Campbell, and I wanted one that wasn't signed. Most things that I have autographed, I met the person face to face to get it signed. I have very few things that are pre-signed that I wasn't there to get it signed. So I have like maybe a couple K-pop CDs. I don't know if this was in my old like room tour or not, but I have a picture of Vidal, and like it's signed by all the members, but I have not met Vidal. The K-pop thingies that were signed, I won those. And then there's like things that I've like supported on Kickstarter and I got it signed, but yeah, there are very, very, very few things I buy pre-signed. I would prefer to get them signed myself. So maybe when the time comes, I doubt I'll get the Funko Pop signed. I'd rather get the movie signed. But anyway, I got Bonnie's Nev Campbell's character from The Craft, because I found all the other Craft Funkos. So this one was at the Zobi table, so I got this one. I guess because Rachel True was supposed to be there, so they had those. So they did have one that was not signed, which was great. And then, of course, I got Rachel Drew's character. And last but not least is Sarah. So I have all 4 the Craft Funkos. They have no home, so they are going to be a bit homeless for a while. Some other movies I bought. This was also from the Lone Star Comics. Are they called Lone Star Hero Comics, or is it just Lone Star Comics? I'm not sure, whatever. But I was surprised to see this on DVD, and I didn't really care how much it cost, because I know it's quite pricey online on Amazon and stuff, but I've heard many, many things after I've watched, Suicide Club and all the movies that it mentions on here, especially after I saw Suicide Club, but definitely after I saw Strange Circus and is it XD? Extension? XD? What, I don't know how to really pronounce it. But I love me some Shion Sono. Very old video, my favorite directors. I don't know if I can put a card there or not or whatever. I'll put a link if there's no more card space. Because I know YouTube limits how many cards you put in a video. But I did do a video of my favorite directors. I don't know if I should do an update or an addition to, because there's some more directors that I do really like that weren't in that video, because I hadn't made anything yet of, I don't know, they weren't out there like that yet. But anyway, I got Noriko's dinner table. So I've heard a few things about this, especially after you watch Suicide Club, because it's supposed to be, I think, like a prequel or sequel or whatever. It's connected to Suicide Club from what I remember friends telling me. So I'm looking forward to finally watching this at some point. Of course, there will be an unwrapped review. Most likely I will be rewatching Suicide Club because I haven't watched that in a really long time, even though I've watched it a bunch of times with like friends. Another one that I bought that I had plans to and still have plans to do a comparison video of, I do need to find, I think I can probably find online the remake, the American remake of this movie, because someone, I think, kept my job's copy of it, the library's copy of it, but we still have the original, which is great. But now I don't need it because I bought it, but I really liked it and it made an impression on my and in me, and it falls into my love of survival games, which is 13 Game of Death. So I did buy it, I caved in, I was like, this movie was pretty good, it left an impression on me, I liked it, and I do want to do a comparison review of it. I think there is another remake from another country, I don't remember. But I know for sure I watched the American version because I have all the screenshots and stuff saved on my computer to do a comparison review, but I have yet to do comparison review, so anticipate that to come. But yes, I do have to like rewatch it. I guess now that I own it, I guess it won't fall into the comparison review stuff. It'll probably fall in the unwrapped review stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it out when the day comes. Hello. So, apparently, I forgot one more thing that I bought at Houston Horror Film Festival while I was putting away the stuff that I got from Houston Horror Film Festival and some other stuff from another haul video. I got a glass and some other little things, so let me show you those really quick. So I got this glass. It says Scary Dad, the Scary Dad podcast. I think that's the podcast that the owners of the film festival have, and it says Houston Horror Film Festival with their logo. So I got a glass, and now I have one from Frightmare and Houston Horror. I also got a sticker, because can't resist stickers. And of course the other thing I can't resist, which are buttons. So I chose this one. They had several different stickers and buttons to choose from. I didn't want any shirts, because I don't need any more shirts, but I forgot I got these. So there you go. Will still probably just stay on my bookshelf here, or I'll put it somewhere else. I don't know. I don't have a place for the Frightmare one either, but that's okay. But there you go. Well, that's everything. If you were at Houston Horror Film Festival this year, please leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought about the film festival. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it? Was it your first time? Was it second time? Third time? Whatever. I would love to hear your stories of what you thought of it as well. Like I said, this was my first time going, and I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to go again. Thank you again to all the guests that took their time out of their day to come see their fans and interact with them and talk with them. Y'all were super cool and awesome. And also, shout out to all the new people I got to meet and befriend while I was there. I was not expecting to be making friends. I thought I would be, by myself or whatever, but apparently I have this like thing that makes me likable. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I don't have that like magnetic personality I have. I just try to like be by myself or whatever. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and of course hit the subscribe button so you can see when I post stuff here, because I know it's a little bit sporadic lately, but I'm trying to be a little bit better. And I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.